It's Coffee Social, the podcast all about social media and business. And now, here are your hosts, Jonathan Howard and Mimi Langley.
We're going to nickname this the UNFUN episode.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jonathan Howard.
Hello, Mimi Langley.
Are we going to be able to get through this?
I don't think so.
You know how sometimes you just wake up and the stars are against you? What do they say is against you? Is it the stars? I don't know.
Everything's just stacked up against us, really. We're trying. We're trying real hard.
You know, it is what it is. TBD. That's been the motto the whole year. So.
Except this episode was recorded last year the first time.
Well, we did do this last year?
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, so tell them about it. We already recorded this. Pretty much Jonathan spilled the beans.
Twice.
I don't understand it. It's like the universe is saying, do not put up a fun episode.
I know. I'm kind of worried. Maybe we shouldn't put up this episode. We're just going to call it the unfun episode and see who tunes in.
I feel like people will click. I would click.
I would be what is this about?
It's pretty clickbaity right there for us.
Why is it unfun? Well, 3 times.
So this is just for all you out there. You know, you wake up, there's a ton of glitches happening. Still push through.
Push through. We'll see if it's successful. If we have to record this a 4th time, we'll let you know.
There will not be a 4th time. I'm putting my foot down.
Well, your video and audio was not visible on the 2nd time.
I just don't get it, man.
I don't either.
I'm not going to shout out who we run this through.
They're usually really good.
Don't worry. Jonathan already talked to them at one of the podcast conferences. He already let them have it.
Mimi was embarrassed of me. I'm like, why? I'm telling him the truth.
True. But the guy was like, I'm not technical support, dude. Anyway, something you have to just witness once in your life. Jonathan Howard going off on somebody. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. It is a fun episode.
It is.
Welcome to Coffee Social. Cheers. You got your
Cheers.
coffee?
I got my coffee.
Cheers. Look, I got my Taylor Swift mug. It's only appropriate. I love this coffee.
I have my round ice cubes.
Again, fancy. So wait, you have a round ice cube maker?
Yup.
Like one that you plug into the wall, or is it in your refrigerator?
No, a tray. Silicone tray. You fill it on the top. Yeah.
Duh. But you push and the ice comes out.
No. Big round. No.
Do you know that actually people crave Chick-fil-A ice? It's like a weird thing. It's like a phenomenon.
I did not know. I
think
don't
it's
eat Chick-fil-A.
Ice. Okay, so before you guys click off at any point during this episode, you have to wait until towards the very end because we have a special announcement that you're not going to want to miss.
Coffee social announcement.
Yes, you guys. But this is a fun episode. We're not talking anything business or social media related. If you want that, check out the library for Coffee Social.
We got a lot of them.
Talk about some things that happened in 2024 and something that's happening in 2025.
Some fun things. Fun.
Yes. Do you want to start with Spain?
Sure. Let's talk with Spain. What do you want to know about Spain?
Well, Jonathan went to Spain.
I did. I went to Spain. I went to Spain for my 44th birthday. I was touring Spain. It was very exciting. Spent my 44th birthday there.
I can't believe you just revealed your age, by the way.
I know. Well, it's
all
right.
I feel like that's just a thing for guys. They don't care. For women, it's for whatever reason, we have to keep it hush hush.
Yeah, because Mimi's 52. So.
Hey, 52 and I look good for my age. Okay.
So, no, I spent my 44th birthday in Spain. I toured Spain on a bus. Mimi was very concerned by this bus thing. But yeah, on a tour bus, we did pretty much the entirety of Spain from Madrid, where I landed, all the way to Barcelona and, everything in between. Spain has always been a place that I wanted to visit. So this was really exciting for me. From Toledo to Valencia, Barcelona, all of it was just amazing.
I love that. So what age do you think that you felt like, oh, I have to go to Spain one day?
So that's hard for me to say because I did obviously grew up in a Cuban family. And my grandfather was from Spain. So I remember him telling a little bit of stuff from Spain, but not a lot. But so there was always a connection there. But I think really when I got into high school and I started studying the language and learning a little bit about the culture, that's when I really fell in love with it. And in college, my first class in college was Poema de Cid, where I learned that epic poem. And then I did a class on Don Quixote de la Mancha, which was, I got to go see the windmills. And I was so excited. Actually.
He's stepping away. My cat is going crazy right now. I think you want to go to Spain, don't you?
So
Ooh. Okay, run to YouTube, you guys. He's showing things.
I'm showing things. So while I read this book when I was in college. It was an entire semester course.
Wait. The whole course was just about that book?
Was Don Quixote, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So and it's a fairly
big book.
It's,
how many pages is there?
940. It's about 1,000 in Spanish. So yeah, read it in Spanish, like an amazing book. Fell in love with it. And while I was there, I got to go see the windmills and got to see, Don Quixote and Cervantes and got my little Don Quixote.
That must have been like a moment. Yep. Like, it must have felt it probably still feels surreal. It still feels surreal. Happened.
It still feels surreal because, you read books that happen in the U.S. and you're like, yeah, okay. In New York City, yeah, okay. New York City's there, yeah, okay. The history, like in Europe, is from the beginning of time. So It's very, interesting even seeing like, when the Moors were in Spain, when this happened in Spain and you're like, oh yeah, that happened. And here, okay. It's very surreal, but I loved every minute of it. I'm a little bit of a nerd, but I loved every minute of it. And I got to take photos of all of it, which was definitely one of my big focuses.
Well, I think some people don't know this about you, but you love photography. Like that's what you do. Like,
yeah. If they haven't watched on YouTube and seen all the pictures behind me, yeah, they probably don't know that I love photography. I love taking pictures and editing them up and all that fun.
Did you bring back that picture or the painting that you purchased for yourself? I forgot where you were in Spain when you saw this, but run to YouTube, guys.
Run to YouTube. And by the way, thank you to FrameBridge for the framing of it. They did such an incredible job. I love the blue frame that they put on it. Like I sent them the image because I got the image in Spain and I sent it to them and I'm like, I need you to frame it. And they did a really great job framing it. But
wait, did you send it from Spain or did you take it on the airplane?
I took it on the airplane in a little like paper roll. Okay. And a bag that I took on the airplane because, when you're buying art overseas, it's kind of like, do I ship this? Do I?
Right.
So, and I'm going to put this down very soon.
I bet it's heavy.
But I got this picture because we were walking through in a tour and oh my God, it was Valencia. No, was it Valencia or was it Barcelona? I think it was Barcelona. We were walking in a tour in Barcelona and we went past this little area of galleries and I walked past and I saw this picture and like all the stuff was like this. It was kind of modern, different than what you would normally see in an art gallery. And I remembered where it was and we got to the end of this tour and they let us go and have dinner and dessert and whatever. And then we had to go back to the hotel and they were going to walk us back to the hotel. And I told my parents, I'm like, I need to go back to that place. And they're like, what? I'm like, we need to go back to where that art thing, I think I know where it was. And I kind of led them through and it was so bad. It was like through an alley, up the street, over another alley, and then into this like little art gallery area. So we found it and I went in there and found like, I wanted all the pieces. They were all amazing, but found this one that kind of just spoke to me, grabbed it for, not that bad. It was a birthday gift for myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, after you add on getting it framed in the U.S., maybe it was a little bit expensive, but
was it the price of a Gucci bag or?
No.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm still waiting for my Gucci bag, Jonathan.
Yeah, I know.
We'll talk about that.
But yeah, that's what I did, got that. We went to dinner, went back to the hotel. It was great. It was actually one of the last days we were there, but it was, I love Barcelona. I want to go back to just be in Barcelona for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to ask which place would you like, obviously you're going to go back again and it probably won't be through a tour because you already did that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So you would go to Barcelona?
I'd go to Barcelona. Barcelona would probably be just because it's a city, but it's so much to see and there's so many unique different things there. Like Madrid to me felt like a financial center in a it was there, it was cool, but there wasn't a ton of stuff to see. It was just a city. And Barcelona felt like there was a lot more history and stuff.
Okay, well, anything that was memorable, maybe a funny moment, maybe a crazy person, something from the bus tour or the airplane, something that you can just make us laugh right now.
Well, I don't know if this will make people laugh right now, but it was the most impressive thing I'd ever seen. And my tour guide deserves so much credit for this. And she's from Colette Tours. Amazing. This was in November and it was literally Americans touring Spain both sides of the aisle, both very extreme positions on, in politics. And the election happened while we were there. And we were together every minute of every day, practically.
Wait, and how many people?
It was about 20, 25
Okay,
people.
because I was thinking it was small. The first time we talked about this, I was like, oh, it's like 8, 9 people that you have to deal with every day.
Yeah,
But it was like
no.
20 something. Yeah.
20 people or so, yeah.
So you kind of become, well, not best friends, but you really get to know these people.
You get to know these people,
Yeah.
and they had very opposing views, some of which I found offensive. And the tour guide was incredible at being able to keep everybody human and not because literally the election happened while I was there. I cried
Yeah.
with everything that happened, and like there were people that were celebrating, and she managed to keep peace and show us Spain, and she knew everything about Spain. It was crazy. I mean, she deserves so much credit for that, because I have no idea. If I had been told I got a tour of Americans during the friggin' presidential election, I would have been like, no, goodbye, and out.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it definitely takes a lot of patience, I feel
Yeah.
like, and shout out to the Americans. I mean, we're American. We can say this.
We're American, we can say this, but really, we're the worst tourists. We're terrible tourists.
Don't say that.
We are. We don't understand. We expect culture to kind of work the way that we expect culture to
No,
work.
I know. I feel
And
like, yeah,
that's
we're
not
kind
how
of
it
stuck
does.
in our bubble. I
Yeah.
get it. I've been outside of the U.S. and I understand that. Also, I was random thought when you were talking about alleyways and how you had to like guide your parents through the alleyways to get to the art shop. I don't know about there, but like alleyways in Europe are not alleyways in the U.S. Like
No.
alleyways in Europe are like, like usually like what is it, stone paved. Like it's pretty.
It's romantic, yeah. I mean, until you run across the place where they throw the garbage out into the alleyway. But really, it's like a romantic alleyway. It's like all the stone and the greenery is like growing up the walls, and like it's pretty.
It's picturesque.
Yeah.
I don't know why that came in my mind. It's like it's not like a New York City alleyway, guys.
Right. It's not like there's just dumpsters back there and there's people waiting to kill you. That's
You
not.
don't go down an alleyway in New York City. Never. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's talk about Tay. You want to do that?
Sure. Like the day that I waited 90 minutes to get Mimi a T-shirt.
I'm wearing it, you guys. You got to come to YouTube. I want to show you
90 minutes. 90 minutes to get her a T-shirt. That's
You will
it.
never
I went
let me
to
live that down.
Canada and waited 90 minutes. That's it. Then I left.
You would say that. Jonathan would say that. Listen, okay, so okay, first of all, let's back up. Jonathan Howard went to the Eras tour.
I did.
And it was almost one of the last stops of the Eras tour, right?
It was, there was 1 week left. Yeah. It was night 3 in Toronto. She had 6 nights in Toronto, so there was 2 weeks left. The following week in Toronto, and then the next weekend in Vancouver.
And so it's like I don't know how he scored these tickets.
Magic.
I mean, but he told me, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the Eras tour. I'm bringing my sister. I'm like,
She
what
was
about
mad.
me?
She
What
was mad.
about Mimi Langley?
I was like, I don't know a Mimi Langley. Never heard of her.
But I mean, and as soon as he told me, I'm like, okay, I'm going too. So I went on Ticketmaster. Bad idea, you guys. Bad idea. But I am so excited that you guys got to go, you and your sister.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, I paid a decent amount.
A
for
Gucci
tickets.
purse. Yes.
Probably, yeah. Maybe even more. I mean, it was a lot. But it was one of those things that, like, everybody was talking about it. Everybody, you got to go to the Eras tour. It was obviously the talk of, it's over now, but people are still talking about, people are still like mourning the loss of the Eras tour. And I'm like, my sister's had a little bit of a rough year. There's a lot going on. Let's go do something fun, because we generally for Christmas do like eventy excursion things with one another. Like we bring my parents to Broadway to go see a play, stuff like that, so we can do things as a family. And I was like, you know what? Let's do this. And I was able to find tickets that were not cheap, but not like, oh my God, I need to like get a new mortgage on my house.
First
like
of all, you were on the
refinance.
floor.
We were on the floor, yeah.
There's no upper balcony for Jonathan Howard. Okay. No nosebleed sections for Jonathan Howard. All right.
We were on the floor, and it was just, I mean, Taylor Swift was right there.
Jeez, I know. I saw the footage, man.
It was,
Go check it
yeah.
out on his Instagram. He has you have a reel on there.
I have a reel, I think, a reel or two on there, yeah.
Yeah.
that have
You
it.
were close.
Yeah, we were close, and it was impressive. And even if you weren't close, though, the whole thing was incredible. Like, you got little wristbands that had lights on them, and you were part of the show. You looked up, and the entire arena was like lighting up, depending on the song. Like, it was. So you don't need your lighters and your cell phones. She had that handled for you. Like, you didn't have to think about it. Your wrist just lit up when it needed to light up.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, it was really impressive. And she goes for 3.5 hours.
Listen, I saw the Disney special, you guys. You can catch the Eras Tour on the Disney Plus plan.
Yeah, well, and that one didn't have the Tortured Poets in it
didn't.
either.
It's the old version, but she'll
It's
put up
the
the
old
new
version.
one.
She will. I'm sure there's a new one. But, I mean, and the Tortured Poets, like, I love Tortured Poets Society. Oh, my God. Tortured Poets Society is not correct.
Wait. What is it called?
Tortured Poets Department. It's the Dead Poets Society.
Are we
Tortured
fake
Poets Department.
Swifties or what?
You're a fake Swiftie.
Jonathan Howard is.
I'm just going to edit all of this out.
I'm telling the live audience over here.
Live
Jonathan
audience
Howard.
over here that she's talking to. Oh, I do that all the time because it's the Dead Poets Society is a movie.
that a movie?
And Tortured,
Yeah.
yes. Tortured Poets Department is Taylor Swift's album, but I do that all the time. It was like that set. I love that album. It kind of blew me away just how great the lyrics are in that album.
Yeah.
And like that set was incredible. I'm like, oh, and she just threw this in at the end when she released the album. She just threw this little thing at the end. What? It's been months. I'm still blown away by the concert. Still blown away. Like, it doesn't register in my head how a human does that night after night after night.
She's a professional, man.
To that
and she
caliber.
has heart and she's passionate. And at some point, it's not about the money because they've already hit the money. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
there has to be more to it than just that. Yeah.
And she was happy. She loved every minute of it.
Exactly. You cannot fake that.
No, you can't fake that. That'd be hella hard to fake. That'd be hella hard to fake.
Yeah, what? Did you say hella? Shout out
Yeah.
to the Californians.
Yeah.
Am I like rubbing off on you? Because you
Yeah,
never
it
say
must be.
that. Okay. In New York, we say mad. That's mad cool. In
I don't ever say that.
Have you ever said it?
Never.
Oh my goodness.
Never.
Okay, well, in New York, you're supposed to say that's mad cool, right? In California, they say that's hella cool.
None of that language is used anymore. You're old. You're old.
I know
Come
we're
on.
old now. We can't say that,
We
but
can't say that.
so
now
anything from Taylor Swift that anything you want to just share? I mean, was there a moment where someone spilled a drink on you, or was everyone nice? Or
Everybody was nice.
Okay.
Everybody was nice. Everybody was exchanging bracelets. Everybody was like friendly with one another. I will tell you, it was like an alternate reality.
Wow.
In that 4 hours that you're in there, it was an alternate reality. It was insane. Like, she has created a culture around her that is so deeply ingrained in what she does, how she connects. I mean, these people, these songs, for a lot of them, are their life story, you know, and different moments that connect with them. And they just all, it's almost uncomfortably weird how much they all love each other. But they do sort of just, it's a connection.
I love that. And did you eat anything? Why is food on my mind?
I did eat, unfortunately. So obviously, some of you guys know that I have a really restricted diet because I had heart failure a couple years ago. So I can't really have high sodium, unfortunately.
Which everything has high sodium.
There. Everything when you're in an arena. And we had to get there early. So we had gone to lunch and had an amazing lunch, like amazing food for lunch. But that was hours and hours and hours earlier. So I had to get pizza that was so salty. Yeah. I had to take extra.
Salty?
Yeah.
I guess you could taste the salt now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So very, very salty pizza. I had to take a couple extra of my diuretic pills when I got back to the hotel just to make sure. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you ate, though, because that was a 4 hours experience.
It was. And you needed your energy to sing along and, you know, be there.
Oh. And then, of course, you got me a T-shirt.
You got her a T-shirt.
And
that was
you
hour and a
texted
half
me when you were in
before.
line, though.
Yeah.
Like, or I think you texted. I forgot who texted who because I dropped it. Like I said, oh, if you want to get me a T-shirt, I never pressured him. You guys, I don't. Did you ever feel pressured?
Yes, I knew that if I didn't get her a T-shirt, I would be dead.
You're dead to me. No, you say that to me. You're dead to me.
Yes, I texted you from the line. I think I was texting your size, And that was when I first got in line. And I'm like, oh, this... And then they showed me where the gift shop was, and it was like way around the arena.
You're like, excuse me, sir, this is not the line. That's the line.
Yeah.
Back there.
No.
Oh my
well,
gosh.
that was the bathroom line because most of the people that were there were not men.
Right.
And yeah, so the bathroom lines were insane. And then the line for, although there was
Well, you know, the girls go to
the
girls go to the men's bathroom when that happens. So
yes,
you know.
yes.
Oh my gosh, 90 minutes. Is that
90
love
minutes.
or what, guys?
Telling you.
That's love.
Telling you it was.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Got the only size that was left.
Hey, that's okay. And, you know, I love it. I think it's so pretty. And it's like, yes, sure, I probably could have found this on eBay or online somewhere. But like the fact that it was from Canada at the actual Eras Tour, it's special, you guys.
Special. It's
So
special.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to cry.
You're welcome. She's going to cry now. Well, now you're really going to cry.
Yeah, should we get to it?
I think we should get to it. I think there's a special announcement we need to get to. But to be clear, first, before the special announcement, this is Mimi's special announcement.
True.
It has nothing to do with me.
I feel like I've said this special announcement like 20 times now that we've
Because
recorded
we have.
this.
We've recorded this 17 times.
Surprise! Exactly.
Surprise! I've told you already. No.
If Taylor Swift can fake it, I can too.
Till you make it.
I know. Well, you guys,
Yes.
Coffee
Yes.
Social is having a baby. Woo!
Once again, Coffee Social is not having a baby. Mimi is having a baby. And she's a co-host on Coffee Social. It is not a Coffee Social baby.
No,
Mimi,
it's
back to
not
you.
Jonathan and Mai's baby. Me's baby.
It's me. It's
No, it's yeah. I'm having a baby, and by the time you're seeing this, it's either already happened or I'm still pregnant.
yeah. One or the other. She might be 17 months pregnant by the end of this. It probably will be about 17 months pregnant by the end of
Oh my
this
gosh.
season because a lot of this season has been recorded early.
This whole season.
Yeah. This whole season.
Well, I mean, no, like every single episode up until now, I've been pregnant in,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
For season 2.
Yep. And we've got a lot more season 2 to come. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. So, yeah, that's
17 months.
17 months. The
Mimi-
longest pregnancy ever. I'm going into the Guinness Book of World
Yes.
Records.
Do you know what you're having?
I'm having a boy.
Boy.
I said that slowly. I was like, it's a reality. It's happening. I'm having a boy. And Jonathan guessed it. Did you say boy?
I did. Well,
Yeah.
I said puppy.
He
But-
really wanted me to have a dog.
I wanted her to have a dog, but she deleted that post. Rude.
Hey, listen, I'm all about deleting comments. I don't even care. Jonathan Howard isn't, though.
It
He's
was
like,
a
"Leave it
nice,
up."
lovingly comment. I was saying it's a puppy. I didn't say you were giving birth to a puppy. I just said you were having a puppy.
You're so funny. No, but
Anyway.
really, like, we popped a balloon and we found out the color was blue. And yeah, we did it live on Facebook and Jonathan was watching. It was fun. It
Yes.
was a good time. But yeah, I'm having a boy.
Amy's having a boy.
That's exactly how I've been this whole time since I found out. It's going to be okay. I'm a girl mom, so we'll see.
It's going to be fun, Mimi. My nephew. I'm just thinking about the
I'm just going to
wait
send
till
this
he's
one up
climbing
there.
refrigerators.
Wait, what? Climbing into what?
Climbing refrigerators to get to ceiling fans at 2.
Well, we don't have a ceiling fan in the kitchen, thankfully.
He didn't either. I was just trying to get something up there. I don't know.
That's true. You do have a wild neighbor, nephew.
I do have a wild nephew. He's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Boys are a whole nother level. Mm-hmm. So we'll
Don't
see.
think you'll be recording podcasts with him in the house.
Oh my gosh, I know we got to figure this out, you guys. That's but let's just go nice and slow. Remember,
Yep.
2025 is TBD, to be determined, right? We're just kind of going with the flow and feeling the energy.
Yes,
And
yes.
pray my hair doesn't fall out.
Well, we'll pray for you.
Thank you.
Also, they do make wigs, and
Which
other
I will
options.
totally buy. I'm not opposed. Okay,
And
I
other
want
options,
like,
but hey.
I want like an old school Mariah Carey when she was singing Hero or something where it was like curly and big and, volumized in the 90s. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember 90s hair. It was toned down slightly from 80s hair, but not a lot.
Oh my gosh, I love the 80s hair though too. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah, so that's the announcement. So now you guys know.
Now you guys know. And that's
Now we can
you
talk
know,
about it all the time.
Right. But we probably won't because we got a lot of episodes already recorded. We'll figure it out.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this fun episode.
Yes. Got to learn a little bit about us, a lot about us, because 40 minutes later, this will be fun to
It's
edit.
not 40 minutes. He's totally dramatizing it. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you want another fun episode, let us know.
Yep. We'll
This is
call
what
it
we're here
another
for.
unfun episode.
I think it's important, though, to take like moments like this, you know, because it almost feels like sometimes you're just 24/7 in the mindset of business. And it's good to kind of relax the mind for a little bit and have a little bit of entertainment. So
And I
Here
think
we
it's
are.
important. Yeah, I think it's important for people to know a little bit about us because they tune in regularly. If you tune in regularly, and you want to know who you're talking to, so
right. And who is the best of all?
that would be me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you recognizing it.
Well,
So
thank
kind.
you everyone for listening. Please.
Let's end this episode. By the way, if you haven't actually rated us or anything, give us 5 stars because Mimi loves stars, and I can't tell you to give us 5 stars, but I just did. So Mimi,
I mean, why wouldn't you though after this episode?
I
So
know it's great.
thank you guys. Check out YouTube if you want to watch the podcast. And then of course we're on Instagram. We'll put all the links below. And we'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you soon. Bye everyone. Bye, Jonathan Howard.
Bye, Mimi Langley.